I like to drive just to drive sometimes. It doesn't matter where or how far I go. Eventually, I know I'll have to turn back. But I like to drive. The drive isn't about the destination. It isn't about where I end up or where I go. It's about unlocking new parts of the map, which is what I hope to do with this video. To start with, this video is presented in the style of a Sims 4 speed build. I recorded footage of the build, and now I'm recording a voiceover to describe my process. And while I do want to talk about process, I wanted to focus from the build. I want to step back and see the larger process which governs and guides me, the process which makes me, and through which I make and unmake myself. And in this process, I'm going to do something new to me, something which scares me a little, but also something exciting. Last time we met, I told you to throw your body at the problem that we learn through play. Today, I'm going to learn new things about myself through this video, this footage I'm editing for you, this process and performance through which we all become actors and the world becomes our stage. And I'm going to learn and maybe even teach through play. So be welcome and join me in my process so that I might become a part of yours. Today, we will be talking about concept number 2 in my Threshold concept series. This concept is called making my peace. It's hard for me to defocus. I go into everything I do with a laser, pinpoint focus and an almost ruthless critical edge, pointing out inconsistencies and picking out pieces. Analysis is something my ADHD brain gravitates towards. I call it my cosmic microwave background radiation, after the theory of the cosmic microwave background, which scientists consider the remnants of the Big Bang. In scans of the night sky, the cosmic microwave background is a blob, and I imagine it makes the kind of sound a microwave makes when it's running. It's the brain go brrrr meme. It makes the boundaries of my brain fuzzy, and like little fingers, these radioactive waves reach out and drag things into me to be consumed by my brain process. These things never exist separate from me, but become part of me, a part of the known, the observable, the embodied experience. And so many of these disembodied concepts are tied to embodied experiences. Many of the concepts I'll talk about later, I understand because of these embodied experiences and situations through which they were incorporated. A smell, a sound, a general vibe in the room takes me back to them. Sometimes a keyword or phrase, I think in memes, but not just memes made by others. Memes made through this process, a process that is often hard to recognize as happening because the way these things appear to be seamlessly incorporated. And so it's hard to step back. It's hard to see my work as part of a process, something that is complicated, messy, or not perfectly formed on the first go. And so many of the pressures I face in the world expect perfection on the first try, which makes it difficult to see myself as a person in process, a person with flaws, as a person who is still working on myself and understanding myself. We are expected to know ourselves and not just like, I have ADHD or I like the smell of eucalyptus trees when I drive down the highway, but know in a way that I've realized maybe we can't really know. I am a mystery unto myself, maybe. But that's not right, is it? I know myself. I know my needs. I know. But still I'm faced with this unknowing. Dissonance. Dissonance between what I know about myself and dissonance between what the external world knows about me. In which unknowing is that dissonance in action, that dissonance given form and shape, that questions me on what I know even though I insist I know it. The point, I guess, is how do I defocus when I'm not designed for that? How do I know what I know? There's no easy answer to this, and I wouldn't want one, even if there was. Easy answers are meant to give us peace of mind. They're meant to give us an easy way out. Complacency. But I don't want complacency. I don't want to accept that I'm just a weirdo with a broken brain that is way too fucking loud. I want to go a level deeper, and if I can't have peace, I'm going to have to make it. Mindfulness is the new solution to anxiety. Just choose to make your anxiety stop. Do self-care. What do you think of when you think about self-care? For many of us, self-care is an individualized process where we try to decompress from the stresses of the day. Work is tough. Your boss stresses you out. Do some retail therapy because it's self-care. The patriarchy getting you down. Makeup is your self-care to reclaim your femininity and reassert yourself as the goddess you are. Capitalism has this funny way of turning activist things into commercialized products. And so with this concept and with this video, I want to decenter self-care. I want to broaden the view. I want to take us away from self-care as a commodity, self-care as consumption, because people with money and time to participate in consumer culture have always had time for self-care. And I want to examine self-care at its radical roots. I want to dig a little deeper. Those fears are most powerful when they are not given voice. And close upon their heels comes the fury that I cannot shake them. I'm learning to live beyond fear by living through it. And in the process, learning to turn fury at my own limitations into some more creative energy. I realize that if I wait until I'm no longer afraid to act, write, speak, be, I'll be sending messages on a Ouija board, cryptic complaints from the other side. When I dare to be powerful and use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less important whether or not I am unafraid. Audre Lorde, The Cancer Journals.